Well, thanks for agreeing to have a chat.
Yeah, no worries.
I guess we sort of start back with that day. Can you talk me through what you remember?
The long version or the short version?
On a voyage documenting the lives that lurk beneath, Anika Craney would almost lose her own.
We had just left Cairns the day before and had anchored close to Fitzroy Island, and we were waiting for the wind to change so we could sail back out to the Coral Sea. We had a new crew on board, and we had our lovely new intern who was really keen for me to teach her how to free dive. Okay, let's go and see if we can find some turtles. So I jumped in the water, Emily came with me. The water was horrifically murky.
In the shallows of Fitzroy Island, she had a feeling.
Almost sixth sense, kind of, like this is not a good day to be in the water. So we started heading back to the boat. And Emily, what I thought she was behind me, and I was kind of waiting for her as she was filming a fish, and I was hovering on the surface of the water looking down and just realising that it was about 3 or 4 metres beneath me and I could barely see the sand. I saw a shark come beneath me and to my left, and my first thought was not, I'm in danger, because we've been swimming with sharks for a long time. I only had about 2 or 3 seconds before I saw it and realised that it was coming towards me, and then it kind of darted to my side, but its eye was still following me, so I knew it was about to turn. I believe what happened was on the down kick, it came up and just decided that my fin looked like a tasty fish, is what I think, and latched on to the bottom of my leg.
Anika had been swimming with sharks since she was a child.
It was always such an exhilarating thing to see these creatures in a state of grace. I've had hundreds of experiences of being in the presence of these creatures in a state of grace and awe, and then I've got one bad one. I had tunnel vision. I kind of couldn't really comprehend anything other than get out of the water. An amazing woman called Jacqueline who was on a stand-up paddleboard. She was an ex-firefighter and she just went straight into kind of hero mode and was like, okay, we've got to get you to shore, we've got to get you to shore. She kept screaming at me and she was fantastic because in that moment I really needed that really aggressive direction. But those moments between, I did fear for my life and I've never felt that before. It was pretty surreal, to be honest. It felt like a dream. I was kind of drunk on gratitude, like, oh my God, I just survived that, and also confusion. Like, did that really just happen? We've just gone from swimming with tiger sharks in remote locations to being bitten by a whaler of some kind at a touristy location, you know, close to shore with all of these people available to help immediately. It was just like the least likely scenario. You know, it's all relative and it's all a matter of perspective. It doesn't mean I'm going to change the way I feel about these creatures because they're still not monsters. They're just doing the thing that they're naturally doing. I wouldn't say mine was an attack, but an encounter, a matter of mistaken identity, what I believe.
At a time when Anika was struggling with her own identity.
I didn't really know who I was and where I was going. Kind of just felt like I was adrift.
7 months earlier, this was her reality.
So it was 31st of December that the fires came through Cobargo, and I had gotten the phone call after it had happened. There were many reasons I joined the Rural Fire Service in my town, but one of them was because I wanted to have the ability to protect my own home, which we had built by hand. In that moment, having that kind of existential crisis and still having a love for the ocean, still having a love for sharks, it kind of just made me realise having the ability to experience this incredible ocean and world and life and just taking every opportunity for a blessing.
No blaze or bite could keep her down.
Losing things puts things into perspective, and almost losing my life and almost losing my foot put a lot in perspective. Not invincible, but I remember when I was a kid, I used to do this funny thing whenever I was facing challenges. I'd write on my arm, make or break. This experience can either make you or break you. Like, you have the choice.
And Anika has made hers, already back in the water, not filled with fear, rather newfound purpose, as she prepares for her next adventure.
We're kind of trying to show the beauty of the ocean to make people fall in love with it, and in the hopes that when you fall in love with something, you protect it, right?